Hey guys, and we're now back. So we're playing another point and click called Gemini Rue, which I don't think I fully played this game, but I have seen playthrough of this game. It's another one that's also covered by Jet Eye Games as well, so it's a really good one. Hey, it's Gabaka, how you doing? So let's do this. Oh dear. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon too. Hopefully watching this will make you feel a little bit better, yeah?
Subject is stable. Proceed to memory wipe in T-minus 60 seconds.
I still don't see why we can't just let him keep this memory.
There is no reason to let him keep the memories of his escape. Any skills he learned are kept in his cognition areas, not memory banks.
Assuming you two don't wipe those areas as well, then I'd have to retrain him all over again.
As I was saying, if they try to escape again, they'll have some pre-existing knowledge to help them get out.
If they try to escape again, don't kill them next time. She wasn't supposed to die.
Something's off. His breathing is starting to become irregular.
Initiating memory wipe in
Stop,
T-minus.
please.
I can't do that. Okay, here we go.
What are you doing to me?
Relax, Delta 6, just one more second.
What are we supposed to do if he's conscious?
It doesn't
Just
matter.
relax,
It'll only be a
Delta
second.
6.
2.
I think you might want to tighten his straps. He's trying to reach out.
Don't worry about it. This'll be over in a sec.
1. Initiating memory wipe.
He's still moving.
I said don't worry about it.
If he gets out...
I know, all right?
Ah!
Vitals are stable.
Is he okay?
Assuming you both did your jobs correctly for once.
He's fine.
Delta 6, you're in our hands now.
Kane,
Yes, Azriel?
something's wrong. You should have been here by now.
People change in 5 years.
He's not with the Boreo Kuden anymore. I told you.
We're already an hour late. I can't stay in orbit unnoticed forever.
What do you want me to do?
Find him. Get a new extraction point or we're getting out of here.
All right. I'll start looking through the city. I'll probably have to ask one of the locals. He moves all the time.
All right, 1 more hour. We'll be waiting.
Azriel out. Matthias Howard. Where are you? It probably leads into a back alley. It's locked. I can't pick the gate. 4382. Looks like a planetary terminal. Runs just like a computer. The rain must be interfering with the terminal. The screen is all staticky. Maybe a little kickstart would do it some good.
Database 7-25. Search protocol initiated.
There goes the static. For now, at least.
Please log in with your citizenship ID card to access this terminal. If you are visiting from off-world, please use your temporary visitor's card you acquired in the boarding station.
I can't use that. That doesn't... I can't talk. Looking for work? Space is available at the mines. Visit your local recruitment office for info. Starting salary, $2,400 an hour.
Where?
Petty propaganda.
That'd be nice to have a job that made that much money an hour, right?
Probably homeless. Hey. Hey.
You're not going to have any luck with him. Either they're totally spaced out from the juice withdrawal, or they're too weak to talk.
I don't know where it leads. Hey.
Hi there. What are you doing out in the rain? You could catch pneumonia. Don't you know you should be indoors? It's a mining day.
What's with the beggar?
Just another juice addict suffering from the low supply.
I don't need to talk about Kane here. I'm looking for someone.
Did you check the planetary database?
What?
They have terminals all over the city. You should check them out. They might be able to tell you something.
I already checked one, but I can't use it without an ID card.
You from off-world or something?
Yeah, police business. We had to bypass the docking ring.
You're not from this system, are you? Don't worry. I won't report you. Things have been bad since the war. We need any help we can get to turn things around. Well, I'd like to help against the Boyokudan in any way I can. So I guess you could borrow my card if you really need it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
ID card accepted.
Dias Howard, where are you, old pal? I've jacked in my communicator, so I can reference names and notes. I can also open it to drag names directly from my communicator and into the search box for convenience.
District 7, Pittsburgh, okay. So we're here. I'm trying to think how to pronounce the name. Is it Mariusk? Is it Mariusk? I could be completely butchering that, but welcome. Marius. Okay, that works. Good. I think, right? That's pronounced right, yeah? Okay. I am terribly sorry if I butchered it earlier. So we know he's in this district, but... Ah, here we go.
Hibiscus High Rise. I have no clue where that is. I should probably look it up as well.
Hibiscus High Rise. There we go. So it's in District 7. Oh yeah. The company Wadjet Eye Games do really good point and click games. Like I think my favourite one out of their lot is the Blackwell series. Like this one I've only ever seen like playthrough. I've not actually played the game myself, but it is a really good interesting story to this game as well. Like I love the stories to these ones, like they're always like really good. What was the address? I wish we could go back to it, but can't. Oh yeah, Blackwell's really good. I think there's like, what, is it 5 games in the series, I think? Four, 390. So it's here. Okay.
I was right. He does live around here. I think I can make it on foot.
Hey, did you finish using my car?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you want
yeah.
to come back. Almost forgot.
Thanks.
Glad to be of help.
What street is this?
Brookview Avenue.
All right, thanks.
If you're gonna be walking the streets, you better watch yourself. The Boryokudan doesn't take too kindly to cops, especially once from out of the system, if you know what I mean.
Understood.
Hey man, got a light? Hey, I'm talking to you.
I should just keep one.
Don't you know?
Welcome, guest. Please abstain from all weapon use in these facilities. Any unauthorized use will be detected by noise sensors.
It's just a stack of business cards. Just has the apartment's information on it. Excuse me.
Yes.
How old is this building?
Old.
How old are we talking?
Before the Gemini Wars. Old.
Well, that's not too old.
Is there something that you wanted?
What room is Matthias Howard in?
Who wants to know?
Me?
I'm a police officer.
Cops don't work on mining days.
Ah.
You know what happens to cops around here? Cops who try to uphold some displaced notion about justice?
I get your point.
Get out of here unless you want me to report you.
The apartment number is 170-3532. Maybe I should get Kane to do the talking.
Kane here.
I located the building Matthias is in, but I can't get the room number out of the receptionist.
You can always use the old torture method.
I'm trying to be reasonable.
What's the number for the apartment building?
Kane, the number for the apartment is 170-3532.
3532. All right, give me a second.
Hello? He ordered what? All right. The room number is 4E. Okay, bye.
All right, got it. Looks like your Matthias Howard is in room 4E.
4E. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. I think it's right at the top, I think.
That door goes...
Yeah, okay.
Room 4E.
Mm-hmm.
The window leads straight outside. No answer. Locked. I should have known. He always installs electronic locks. I can't pick this. Maybe there's another way I can get in there.
I believe it's going through the next room, I think.
Room 4C. Locked. Almost. Got the door open, but my lockpicks broke. Great. And they were one of a kind, too. A normal kitchen unit, nothing unusual.
No, I don't want to bring it in.
I'll have to go over the... Locked, of course. The only thing I'm doing... Great. I unlocked it from the inside. Just an ordinary cabinet. There's nothing there.
Matthias Howard.
Ah, shit.
Come out. You know you're in there. Matthias Howard, you know who you are. It's over.
That looked like the Boryokuden. Kane, looks like the Boryokuden knew about our extraction. They just cleared out Matthias's apartment. Check the communication codes for my current location. Got anything?
Got something? Yep, it looks like the Boryokuden, but I'm not sure. What's going on here?
I don't know, but it looks like Matthias left here a long time ago. I'll try to contact him and see if they're still in the city.
So are we still doing this extraction or not?
I'll get back to you. Matthias has to have some kind of contact information in there somewhere. I've got to call him and find out where he is.
Let's top up my drink real quick. So we get back in and then close this door again. Okay, because you never know.
I'm not close.
He's an engineer.
Hello?
Matthias.
Hello? Who is this?
It's Azriel. What happened to our meeting?
Azriel. How did you get this number?
What happened? You didn't show.
Azriel, I don't have time. If I don't get out of the city...
Where are you?
I'm... Do you remember remember where we were stationed during the war?
What?
The Winchester building. Do you remember it?
It's been 10 years. No, I don't remember it.
Meet me behind it in 10 minutes.
What about my brother? Where is he? Matthias.
The Winchester building. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Matthias. Kane.
Still here.
I need directions to the Winchester building.
What's going on?
I've got 30 minutes. I'll see you then. Azriel out.
Hopefully. That's the last time I'll have to drag a sorry carcass in here.
He's not dead.
I know. Come on, let's get out of here.
Delta 6, hurry, wake up. I'm gonna try to get you out of here. I found out what the director's doing. This is not what we're supposed to be doing to you all. I'll try to help you get your memory back.
Welcome to the Rehabilitation Center for...
Sadly, we've wasted enough time, so I don't have the time or nerve to listen to that automated tape again. Hello again. My name is the director. Delta 6, wake up, will you? Thank you. I really don't understand why you have to put me in this frustrating position to have to recondition you all over again. Do you realize how far you've set back your training by trying to escape and having your memory wiped again? Do you understand anything that I'm saying? Please tell me they didn't erase your vocal functions. I specifically told them only to do the non-cognitive wipe. Please say something, anything. A simple word would suffice.
Yes?
All right, Delta 6. Glad to see you back in functioning order. Let's get back to your training again, which you have so hastily discarded. Some of the other instructors were worried that we erased your cognitive functions along with your memory banks. It does occasionally happen, so they wanted you to retake some simple logic tests. But logic tests are such a bore, and you look fine to me. Don't you agree, Delta 6? I'll take that as a yes. So let's get back to the fun bit of your training. Before your unfortunate escape attempt, we were training you in the finer aspects of the handgun. Let's see if you can still remember how to do it. Go ahead, pick up your new toy. Remember how this goes? Ah, good to see you remember the point of entry. Welcome to the targeting range. As you no doubt remember, cover is just as essential as aiming. You are currently in the cover position. You have two positions available to you, in cover and out of cover. You will only be able to fire when out of cover. To alternate between the two, tap the A and D keys. Assume the out of cover position. Press space to fire. Good. Now try using up the rest of your ammo. As you can see, you will run out of ammo quite steadily in the field. Press R to reload your weapon. Please note that you can only reload in the cover position. If this were a real scenario, you would be reloading with magazines. However, for this case, just press the little lever on the side of the weapon and the chamber will refill. Try shooting the target again after reloading. You might have noticed that shooting randomly while hitting the target often yields uneven results. If you wish to aim for a one-shot, one-kill head blow, you must concentrate before firing. Try tapping Control once to initiate a full breath. When breathing in, there is a zone that will flash, indicating you are set for a headshot. If you fire during this zone, you are guaranteed an instant kill. However, this is only a small window of opportunity, and you must use it wisely. Try it out on the target. Very good, but in the field, your enemies will not remain stationary for you. They will also duck in and out of cover. Try to score a headshot on the target while it moves in and out of position. Excellent. Very good, Delta 6. That will be all for today.
Okay. Obviously, I don't want to make it too difficult for me to have a combat in this game, but I think it's only like a small part of combat, I think.
Please place the gun back on the pedestal. Good. Now I suppose you don't remember why you are here anymore. This is a training facility where you are taught to become proper citizens again. As long as you follow orders, you will be out of this facility and back on the road to a normal life. Now, you see that ticket that just came out of the wall? These tickets are usually good for 3 meals. You can redeem them at the mess hall by inserting them into a dispenser. Go ahead and take it. Your food and well-being is up to you to take care of. Oh, and Delta 6, please don't try to escape again. Erasing your memory is just as painful for you as it is for us. We have a tight schedule here, and we're on time limitations to get you and all of your friends rehabilitated. For all of our sakes, I hope I don't have to repeat myself again. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
No.
Good, Delta 6. Now please exit the testing chamber.
So I want to make sure we know what the... So we put the combat to easy, I think. Because, you know...
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Hey, you! Come over here, under the camera. Do you know who I am?
Nope.
No.
Good. You have something on your sleeve that belongs to me.
What are you... Ow!
Good seeing you, Charlie.
Charlie?
Did she take our, speed slip? No, I don't think she did. No, she didn't take the free ticket. She took something.
Who forgot to reset the deflector shield again? Who is that? You, there, on level 5. Oh, Delta 6. It's me, the director, once again. If you could be so kind as to figure out why the elevators have stopped working on that level, that would be great. Could you do that for me? Please?
Ah.
Delta 6, just what are you doing? Don't tell me you've forgotten how to move a box now, have you? All right, this should be fairly easy to remember. Press A to move the box to your left, D to move the box to your right, W to climb on top, and S if you've changed your mind. Thank you, Delta 6. I'll put in a word for you with the other instructors.
Thanks for the ticket, buddy. Wait a minute. This is Delta 6. He must have had his memory wiped. Let's get out of here, quick.
Please insert your food ticket to redeem your meal.
Hello? Is someone there?
Did you do it? Did you find out where we are? The map.
What?
You don't remember, do you?
I don't know.
My name is Epsilon 5. Your name is Charlie.
Why do you call me that?
You chose that name. I've called you that since you first saved me. You told me you were planning to have your memory erased again. They do that when you try to escape.
What?
You said it was to complete a map, to find out where we are.
Why?
Because we have to get out of here, before the director... I know you don't remember anything, but you have to trust me. You took care of me when I got here, and now it's my turn to take care of you. Please, try to remember.
I don't. Sorry.
Here, have the rest of my food. I'll meet you tomorrow at my testing chamber. We usually walk back together. Okay?
Okay.
Remember, whatever you do, don't complete your final exam. Don't.
2200 hours. Shutdown mode commenced. Please proceed to the elevators and to your assigned living quarters. Thank you. Please go to your quarters.
Oh, it's over here. Okay, I see.
Please use the scanner for identity verification.
End of day 11. You have 3 tests remaining until your final exam and subsequent release. Good night. Operations currently offline.
Okay.
But you said you were waiting a long time.
Matthias.
You sure nobody followed you? Jeez, you always fall for that.
You're alone.
Azriel, I'm sorry. Look, I tried to call you, but you were in hyperspace. By the time you got here, it was too late.
They got him?
The Buryokudan tracked him down here 2 days ago. They got him while I was getting my family off-world to Colony 4.
Somehow I knew this was going to happen.
Which is why I gave him the tracking device.
You what?
I gave him a capsule before they got him. Traced it onto a transport that's been sent off-world. I would have followed him, but you know how the planetary regulations are. Can't get a ride anywhere these days.
So he's alive. Where did they send him?
I don't know. That's the trouble. The ship goes straight off into deep space, uncharted areas. I just need to recalibrate these coordinates, then... Get back!
Go!
Ha! I get.
Kane, Where are you?
What's the problem?
I need immediate evac from Pittsburgh. Punching in my current location. How soon can you be here?
Roger that. ETA 5 minutes. Closest available landing spot above ground level is on top of Hibiscus High Rise. Are you with your brother? Azriel.
No.
Roger that.
I'll be there soon. Over and out. Matthias should go over first. How are you holding up?
Maybe we should, get out of here before chit-chatting.
Jump over that.
You think I could do...
Get on the bar.
What?
Get on. Jump over that wall. Quick.
I'll try.
Come on over, quick.
I still can't reach the top. Small crack in the wall. I still can't. I can't.
Hibiscus High Rise is where I live.
I know. Get behind me and we might make it.
You don't need to tell me,
How is it that he could jump over, but we had to, like, do a bit extra to climb over?
Won't open. It's locked.
They've located the informant over towards the Winchester building. He's got backup. Let's go.
There's no time for that.
Yes, we have agents inside the building.
So here we are. He said the roof of the building. What's the best way to get up there?
The only way I know of is a shaft on the 6th floor of the building.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Just drop a save just in case,
There's 2 guards at the elevator.
Then take them out already.
I'm on my last magazine. I can't risk it.
Oh, come on. Just give me the gun already.
I thought you said you would never use a gun again.
Oh, yeah, right. The Val. Got it.
We'll have to sneak past.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
You go first.
All right.
Oh shit.
There's 2 guards at the elevator.
Then take them.
I'm on my last.
Oh, come on.
I thought you said you would never use a gun again.
Oh, yeah, right. The Val. Got it.
We'll have to sneak past.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
I'll go first.
Guess it's my turn. All right, you take one.
That's what I told her. I know, it's not even that big a deal.
What about the juice?
Moved it to Ken's place for now.
Shit.
Don't worry. It's only 20 more days until the next shipment.
Okay, that's it. Don't even mention it to me, alright?
I didn't mean to go out.
So, how's the family?
Isabel's well. The kids are fine too.
What have you got? 3 of them now?
Yeah. They grow up fast, huh?
Wouldn't know.
So that's it?
Behind us, Az!
I've only got 8 bullets left.
Oh wait, I shot him. He should have been shot, right? Fuck's sake.
Gotta hold them off. They're right behind us. Where's the lock on this thing? Locked. Locked.
Shit. Well, at least we saved here, right? Okay.
So, how's the family?
Isabel's well. The kids are fine too.
What have you got? 3 of them now?
Yeah. They grow up fast, huh?
Wouldn't know.
Behind us, Az!
I've only got 8 bullets left.
Oh.
Gotta hold them off. They're right behind us. Where's the lock on this thing? Try to get that.
What do you want me to do?
Kick it.
Okay. Didn't work.
I'm out.
Oh shit. Unless I get him to go, like, push against the door.
So, how's the family?
Isabel's well. The kids are fine too.
What have you got? 3 of them now?
Yeah. They grow up fast, huh?
Wouldn't know.
Behind us, Az!
I've only got 8 bullets left. Gotta hold them off. They're right.
Drop a save. What we'll call this Steam save to.
Where's the lock on this thing? You wanna hold that door?
No, let's get out of here.
It's locked now.
Oh, there was a fucking lock on the door. Okay.
Locked. Try to get that.
What do you want me to do?
Try to pick the lock.
Okay. Didn't work.
Try to get that door.
What do you want me to do?
Push against it.
Okay.
There we go. Ah!
Where's your brother? Don't ask.
Ooh. That took a bit.
So they already got him before we arrived.
Guess so.
What about your friend here? What's his name?
Matthias. Used to work with him about 5 years back. He defected to...
Azriel!
Now what does he want? It's bad enough he wanted to hitch a ride with us off the planet.
He left his family on Colony 4.
Oh. Well then.
What is it?
I've got the coordinates on that tracking device.
So you can find him then?
Assuming Azriel's brother is still alive, yes.
So where'd they take him?
That's the problem. I've lost contact with the tracer.
What do you mean?
I mean, it went into the Helix Nebula and the signal doesn't carry with that much interference.
You think it was going somewhere in that nebula?
I guess so. It doesn't have enough fuel to make a jump from there.
So they're sending them into the nebula, to some kind of prison?
I don't know, but I've heard some rumors about a place called Center 7.
So what is it, and how do we find it?
There's no way we can find it in that thing. We're gonna need some help.
From who?
The Boryokuden.
I knew we couldn't trust you.
If you want to find Azriel's brother, they're the ones who are gonna know how. They control this galaxy now, so they know who operates what, where, and how.
Regardless, we can't trust them, or you. Especially not after your record.
Look, I have a family now. I'm not a criminal anymore. I left that life behind me just like Azriel.
Did my brother say anything?
Just that he wanted to talk to you.
So how do we get to Center 7?
If this is telling us the truth, then we're gonna have to enter the nebula just like that transport.
Wouldn't that fry our ship?
Depends. This ship can handle most of the electronegativity as long as we don't sit in that thing for too long.
It's a dead zone in the nebula, impossible to navigate. We'll have to get some preset coordinates from somebody who knows where this Center 7 place is.
And that would be the Boryokuden.
Yes.
Azriel, do you really want to go back there just after we escaped?
He's my brother. I'm not going to leave him behind. He's the only real family I have left in this world besides Matthias.
All right.
Drop me off alone on Barracus. They don't know me there. I'll find out where Center 7 is.
And how are you gonna do that? Just go up there and ask him?
I don't know, but I'll get it.
I don't suppose I can change your mind, can I?
You'd do the same if it was your sister.
Maybe the rest of our defectors are there too.
Maybe so.
I'll go punch in the coordinates. We'll pick up the location of this prison, hightail it there, and then get back to where we belong.
Oh, what did the thing pop off the screen? Then on there.
He still
the
doesn't
game
trust
minimized
you.
itself for some reason.
He's starting to.
I wish you'd have told me before you decided to join them.
It wasn't planned, believe me.
I guess you could say the same for your brother. Wakes up one day and decides he wants to be the good guy, am I right?
That's why I have to save him.
What?
He's trying to change who he is, something that I couldn't do. If I can help him do that, then maybe I can live with myself.
Hey, you! Wake up! You in the other cell!
What? Who are you?
I'm the voice inside your head. Who else?
What do you want?
You tried to escape the other day, didn't you? Delta 6. Now you have no idea who you are anymore. But then again, you didn't before, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You've never seen them, our captives, have you? I think it's because they're afraid of us. They never show their faces. They want to catch you when you're vulnerable. It's because they feel you. Then you know what they'll do? They just erase your memory again. They keep doing it over and over and over. It can make a guy crazy, you know. I speak from experience, after all.
What do you want?
Just to warn you, that's all. I'll be out of here soon enough. I'm tired of trying to escape over and over. It's not worth it. I'm completing my final exam today, and then I get to leave this place.
You get to leave?
And you will too, as long as you follow orders. Oh man, I think they heard me. Go back to bed, quick. The system is resetting for the day.
Good morning, Delta 6. I was instructed to refresh your memory in our daily operations. All floors will be open to you for most of the day except maintenance. You will only go there when assigned maintenance duty. If you are called for maintenance duty, we will page you and give you the card to unlock the maintenance door. Throughout the day, you have scheduled tests that you must complete. Once you pass the final test, you will be granted leave from this facility and be renewed as a citizen of this galaxy. There will be 3 meals served each day. Meals are redeemable only through the use of the food tickets you are rewarded after completing your tests. Please report to the mess hall for breakfast and to the testing chambers after that. You will be testing in Blue Chamber 2 today. You have 3 tests remaining until the final exam. Once again, report to the mess hall for breakfast and then to Blue Chamber 2. End of message.
Please proceed to breakfast and then to your scheduled appointments. Please insert your food ticket to redeem your meal.
Charlie, good to see you, buddy. Oh, you don't remember me, do you? I told you not to go through with it, man. I told you not to do it.
Who are you?
I'm Balder. Somebody stole your food ticket, huh?
Yes.
Don't worry, you can have the rest of mine. We're friends, Charlie. We've stuck together since day one. Have you talked to anyone else yet?
Yes.
Who? It was Epsilon 5, wasn't it?
I
know it was. Okay, listen up. Before you try to escape, some bad things happened because of her. It's because of her that everybody hates you now. There's a reason nobody will talk to you. If she pretends to be your friend, don't believe her. She's trying to trick you again, all right?
Okay. Why did I have my memory erased?
You tried to escape again, Charlie. When they do that and they catch you, they can't let you remember the way out. So, they gotta erase your memory again. I don't know why you did it. All I know is I saw you talking to Giselle the day before you did it.
What?
Maybe you should go find her.
Breakfast is over. Please report to your assigned positions for first duty.
Guess I better get going. I'll be in the gym after testing's over if you need me. Keep in touch.
Okay. You say it was number 2, wasn't it?
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Delta 6, I hope this will be the first and only time I have to teach you this stage of your training. Alright, let's get down to business. Today we will continue with your gun training. These tests may take a while to complete and may require some practice, so you will be free to leave this segment and come back if you cannot immediately complete them. Let's start, shall we? Today we are going to add another element to your training. Please take the gun from the pedestal and observe. Go ahead, pick up the gun. Please assume the cover position. Now then, most oftentimes in battle, instead of facing a single lone target, you will face multiple targets. Combat is carried out the same way as before, but you now have 3 different positions, 2 positions out of cover. You can press A or D to go out of cover either to your left or your right. In addition, pressing S will return you to your cover position from any out of cover spot. Try going out of cover to your left now. You can fire at any target from any out of cover position by cycling between them with W. Try it out. The key to fighting multiple, knowing this, you can switch between cover positions to fire at enemies without waiting for them to go back into cover. Now then, we're going to try a little training exercise. You are going to have to hit each target for 5 points, while a simulated countermeasure is carried out. Headshots are worth 2 points, body shots are worth 1 point. You see that light that just popped on? That means that the enemy is currently firing on that side of your cover zone, so you will only want to attack from the other side. I want you to hit each target for 5 points without getting hit by the light. Ready? Begin. Your enemies will adapt to which side you are on if you linger there for too long. Taking this in mind, you'll want to pop out for several quick shots and then pop back into cover. As long as you do not remain out of cover for too long, your enemies will not always be able to re-aim at you quickly enough. But as I said earlier, that's your first strike. If you get 3 strikes, we'll start the training exercise over. Have at it again. Five hits, each target. Nicely done, Delta 6. Good work. Now you may take a break if you wish, but if you want to begin the real test for your food ticket, replace the gun and have at it again. You may begin the real test whenever you're ready. Just pick up the gun again.
Let's drop it off save just in case.
Ten hits on each target, and you will be rewarded your food ticket for today. Ready? Begin. Excellent work, Delta 6. Of course, I don't expect you to instinctively learn this at once, so you can practice this section as much as you'd like throughout today's routine. If you are done with the firing range, please replace the pistol on the pedestal. Don't forget your food ticket on the way out. You've earned it.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, I finished my computer training for the day. Did you get your ticket?
Yes.
Are you okay? Do you remember anything else?
Not really.
We usually go back together after the testing. You stopped them from stealing my food tickets that way.
Okay.
Shall we go then?
Of course, sure.
You said that you had to escape for a reason. Do you remember why?
Nope.
No, not fully.
By the way, have you seen Balder yet?
Who's Balder?
I'm
Yeah,
worried
Balder
he's gonna
is.
try something now that your memory is erased. Are you eating now?
Maybe.
Well, I'll be in the mess hall.
It's like, who's Balder? And it's like, we just spoke to him this morning. He gave us his breakfast. How could you forget, you know? You could probably forget from before, yeah, sure, but recently meeting someone and adding that to your memory, surely you can't forget that, right? So he even looks at him and says, that's Balder. You know who Balder is.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
What do you know about Giselle?
Not much. She keeps to herself.
Do you know where I can find her?
She's on maintenance duty. Why?
Never mind.
You said supposed to talk to her, didn't you?
What about yourself?
Me? What about me? We've stuck together ever since we got here.
What do you know about Epsilon 5?
I told you, don't trust her. She's a tricky sort. You never know what she's really trying to do.
What do you know about the director?
What do you mean? He's the only doctor who speaks to us, and he seems to be in charge. If anybody's gonna let us out of here, it's him.
So I'm just putting a hoodie on because it's a little bit chilly today, actually. Strange enough.
Can you help me with something?
Just show me what you want.
I don't know.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
Where are we?
None of us know anything. We all woke up here with no memory and we all want to get out. We do know people get out because we never see them again. They must have passed their final exams and got out of here.
Bye.
See you around, Charlie.
Hmm. Okay, so I don't really go maintenance just yet.
What do you know about this place?
I don't know. They seem like they're trying to train us for something.
What do you know about Giselle?
You said she was trying to make a map of this place, so she had you escape. Maybe you should find her and talk to her.
What do you know about Balder?
He doesn't like you. Nobody likes him, really.
Tell me about yourself.
You saved me when I first came here, from Balder. I don't know what would have happened if it wasn't for you.
What do you know about the director?
He just seems to be in charge of everyone. That's all I know.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Please use the scanner for...
pain. Must have been a pain during the war.
They turned off the machine so we didn't get soaked all the time. Stopped mining. Halted space exploration for about a year. What was the address Matthias gave?
What? Are you just gonna go up to the front door and ask them to hand over the location?
I'm going to try.
Azriel.
I'll find out where Center 7 is, and I'll get out. I'll make this quick.
We'll see. The address he gave is Brookview Avenue, 4388.
I'll get back to you when I have the coordinates. If I'm going to do any sleuthing, I'll have to fix my lockpick. I'll need a carbon ray stabilizer to do it.
I think we still have to play as this guy, actually, to be fair. Like, I wanna see if we get anything else we could do with him. Okay, I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to do. Hang on. I think there was supposed to be like 4 notes in total, but we'll see if we can find them. Hmm. Hmm. I think it's one of these ones. I think it's this one. We'll go with this one. There's no extra notes here, so...
Giselle?
What do you want, Charlie?
What did you take from me yesterday?
None of your business.
Giselle?
What do you want, Charlie?
Let me in.
No.
Giselle?
What do you want, Charlie?
Did you tell me to escape?
Shut up! Don't talk. Get in or don't. Don't walk in the room or the camera will see you. I don't think they have any hearing receptors in here. I've checked before. So, Charlie, how is it that you can remember now?
Epsilon 5 told me.
Don't be mad. If I kept everyone who made an escape from me after they had their memories wiped again, there would be way too many people to bust out of here. I don't hate you. It's just easier to escape with less people.
You were going to use me.
You knew what you were getting into. That's why you had Epsilon 5 remind you. It's nothing personal, Charlie.
Why try to escape?
Don't you know what this place is? It's a rehab center for criminals. That means they wipe your brain when you get in, and they wipe your brain when you go out. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to lose my identity again after already losing it once. This consciousness is the only one I have, and I'm not going to let some other person decide who I am, what I've done, and what I act like. Even if I live again out of this place, it's the same as being dead to me if I don't know about it. That's why I need to escape. That's why I need to get out of here and find my old memory, who I really am. And that's why you agreed to help me, because you saw the same thing. Having your memory wiped and being turned into a new person is the same as dying again.
But I had my memory wiped to help you.
But you're still the same person as before. You still have the same people to remind you. After you leave this place, we'll never see each other again. You won't be aware of your other consciousness. The way I see it is, even though we existed before and will exist in the future, it doesn't matter, because we only have this consciousness, who we are right now, and I want to keep it that way.
That's why you want to escape? You don't want them to rehabilitate you?
If I don't escape, I know they'll wipe my memory again when I'm done with the testing. That's why I can't pass my final exam. If I do, they'll send me straight out of here and I won't have this consciousness ever again.
You were just going to take my map and leave me in the dark.
Well, I guess you were smarter than that, since somehow you're here right now.
But you don't remember who you were before.
It doesn't matter. If I really need to know, they should have my old identity on their memory banks somewhere. If you want yours, we can swing by. But then you'll probably lose this memory in the process. So who cares? Am I right?
When are you escaping?
Why should I tell you? You're not in unless you're a useful asset. And right now, you're not a useful asset.
But I helped plot the map.
And now I don't need you anymore. So get lost.
Who else is going with you?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I want in.
I said useful asset.
What can I do to help?
I don't know. What can you do?
What?
What are they training you in now?
Guns.
Guns? Now that actually might be a useful commodity. Tell you what, if you can get me a gun, you can be part of the escape.
All right.
It's not that easy, though. You'll have to sneak it out of the testing room. God knows how. They have sensors to detect if you've moved anything out of the testing chamber.
I'll get it out.
I don't think you get how hard this is going to be, but okay. Don't come back here until you get it. Close the door on your way out.
Blue 2 has a drain shaft that goes down to there, okay.
Hey there, Charlie. Since you're here, I thought maybe you could help me with something.
What's that?
I was trying to finish my maintenance shift when I realized I needed to reset the air shafts from level 2 to here.
You want me to fix it?
Well, if you insist. If you want to try, you can use this machine down here.
What about the camera?
You really think somebody's watching us? If you're really that paranoid, fine. Stay up there. I don't care. I'm trying to reset the ventilation system from level 2 to level 1, which is here. To do this, you'll need to clear out the entire stretch of piping from here to the second level. This stretch would effectively be shaft number 3 to shaft number 10. The power influx is low right now, so you can only open up to 5 shafts at a time once you reactivate the ventilation system. When you turn on shafts, they turn green, and also turn on any adjacent shafts. So, there's only enough power to activate 5 shafts right now to clear the system from shaft number 3 to shaft number 10, so choose wisely. Have fun.
I need 4 to be off. Ah!
Insufficient power.
I thought that was right, but apparently not.
Remember, Charlie, I said only 5 vents on at a time. So you fixed it. Nice job. Now, any foreign objects in the ventilation system on level 2 will get sent down here, in case it gets stuck again. What do you think you're doing? Don't touch my stuff.
But I might need something in there.
Don't you have anything left in your stash?
My what?
Your stash.
What stash?
Well, yeah.
Your toilet. Hello.
Oh.
I don't think so.
All right. Get me something to eat, and I'll open it. Understand?
Oh, good thing. We already have our food, so...
Here's that meal you wanted.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciated. Haven't had much to eat since I hit my final exam. They've stopped issuing me food tickets since I've stopped playing their little games. Let me get that door for you.
We'll go check out our toilet, I guess. Okay. just changing my vape battery real quick. I wonder if we can bring these items in. I don't think we can, right? Surely it would scan us and see that we've got items here. Where it went?
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Oh, it's you again. I'll send up the gun if you want to practice.
So we'll have to practice again and then... Can we just do that? We put the weight here. Ha. Then we put the gun here.
For unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
I think if we had the gun on us, we couldn't get out of the room. Like, it wouldn't let us out. Because you're not supposed to leave with the gun.
Attention, Beta 7. Please report back to maintenance duty. Air shaft E3-V has been lodged on floor 4.
Look at. Hang on, so this one. Aha.
Do you know anything about an escape plan?
Not really. Did Giselle tell you about it?
Not much. Goodbye.
Bye.
think it's going to get stuck on most of the way down, so...
Hey, Charlie, how's it going?
Can you help me with something?
Just show me what you want. Hey, Charlie, how's it going?
Do you know anything about an escape plan?
Should I? Really, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Can you help me with something?
Just show me what you want.
Can you move that shelf?
Got it.
We're going to need to get our friend on the metal to go into the next one, because it's going to be in the girls' chamber, isn't it? We can't get access into there. Because we are not a woman. Nope.
Can you help me with something?
What?
Just follow me.
Okay.
Can you open that door for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
All right. I'll wait out here. Is that all you needed me for?
I think so.
Well, I'll be around.
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you, I'm not letting you back in.
I need to go in there to get the gun.
Fine.
box.
Here it is.
I have no idea how you did that, but good job.
Am I in now?
Yes. Yes, you are.
When are we escaping?
I don't know yet. I'll have to set things up and build up our stashes.
Where are we going to escape to if we don't know where we are?
Look at this. This is the map you made when you broke out. You wrote a note down here. I don't know what it says because your handwriting is god-awful.
It says Space Cargo Bay.
So you're telling me we're in space?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Either way, we have to finish this map before we plan the escape. And also, we need to get our stashes together. Until then, don't pass your final exam unless you want your brain wiped again.
I want Epsilon 5 to come with us.
You mean that scrawny little girl who hasn't even decided on a name yet?
Yes.
Every person added to the escape drops more weight on the scale. Any more, and we'll fall through the floor and trip on ourselves.
She works with computers.
I'll see what I can do. You should leave.
Okay.
I'll add the gun with the rest of the stash tonight. And tell that girl to get a real name.
Okay, so...
Must hold some trash. It's empty, and there's a hole at the bottom. It looks like anything dropped in would fall through the hole and float down the drain. The gutter looks like it's overflowing. I'm not sticking my hand in that gunk.
Pity the kids had to die as well. Heard some of them were off-world refugees.
You really had to burn the whole place down, didn't you?
You want something?
Just passing through.
Good. Then we won't have to deal with you as well.
I don't need to... It's empty. Looks like a pretty sturdy crate. Hey, can you hear me? What's wrong? Why won't you talk to me? Excuse me. Hey.
They're all on the juice, sort of it is.
Excuse me. Hello? Could you please stop ignoring me? Can I at least know your name?
You first.
Okay. It's Azriel. Azriel Odin.
Azriel Odin?
Does that name mean something to you?
You're Azriel Odin.
That's right. Do you know me or something?
No, but the Boryokuden do.
And I take it you know the Boryokuden.
They say you're a pain to them, an annoyance that keeps coming back. They say you were an assassin your whole life, but just recently you betrayed them all and now you're hunting them down as a cop.
Is that what they say?
Is it true?
People say lots of things. Just because they said it doesn't mean it happened.
You don't seem like an assassin to me. If you're really Azriel Odin, that is. You don't have death in your eyes. Well, any enemy of the Boryokuden is a friend of mine. So what do you want?
Goodbye.
I'll do that for a second because I need to BRB 1 sec, so 1 second, guys.
A red cabbage. Where do you get a red cabbage?
You have to grow it. But you can buy it from the guy down in the thing. No, it's not Summer Spring. Got 2 more minutes and then we'll do the last score. Oh, there you go. Ah! Fucking hell! Whoa! That got me! Ah! And I'm back. Oof.
Hi there.
So, what do you want from me?
What are you looking for?
It's just something I lost.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you'll just steal it and keep it for yourself.
Do you always hide your face?
Only when talking to strangers.
Have you ever heard of a place called Center 7?
No. I mean... No.
Do you know a person named Kane Harris?
Don't think so. Why?
Never mind. Do you know a person named Matthias Howard?
Don't think so. Why?
Never mind. Goodbye. Need any help?
I've got this dumpster taken care of. Thanks.
Hey again. Back in town?
Not for long.
What do you need?
How's business?
Not the best of times, not the worst of times. The street's not exactly the safest place to do business anymore. Lots of the addicts have been antsy all over town ever since the last juice shipment didn't come through.
What happened?
Heard something like the Boryokuden lost a giant shipment of the stuff coming down to Barracus. Millions of dollars worth.
Was it destroyed?
I don't know, but they say it was stolen on Barracus and somebody here still has it.
Any news in town?
Independence celebration next week.
You actually celebrate that?
No, but it's the only positive thing people look forward to, even though it destroyed our lives.
What do you know about the Boryokuden?
What do you want to know?
Why isn't anyone opposing them?
10 years ago, maybe. Not anymore. Too much corruption. Ever since the Gemini War, everything's just went straight to pot.
What do you have against them?
I don't. They took my daughter.
No.
She was 10. Got 2 kids left. If we don't get out of Gemini soon, they're gonna be stuck there just like me.
How can I get in their headquarters?
They only let members in there. That, or friends of members. I suppose if you knew any of them, you can just reference their names and they'll let you in.
How can I join them?
You don't want to join them.
But I do.
Then go tell them. They'll throw you in the rite of passage.
What's the rite of passage?
Gotta kill a man.
Doesn't sound too bad.
That's only the first part. It's what you do to him afterwards that makes the rite.
Never mind. Do you know a Kane Harris?
Nope.
Do you know a Matthias Howard?
Wasn't that the guy you were looking for?
That's right.
So you found him, right?
Yeah, I did. That's all. Thanks.
Say, do you want a newspaper? Only 20 yen.
Yeah, sure, I'll take one.
Here you go.
Nope.
Looks like a magazine of good ammo. I'll add it to the rest of my ammo stash. Somebody put a note here. If you are looking for withdrawal meds, come to the door behind the vendor. I don't think I should start kicking on random doors. I've got the bottom boards off. I should be able to squeeze under now. Wonder what happened here. It's like some kind of burned down safe house.
I mean, the guys outside were talking about burning it down, so...
I can't reach the...
Can I squeeze through the hole?
I can't quite get through the hole. Maybe somebody smaller could get under there. Hi there.
You want something?
Can you do me a favor?
What?
I need a second person to help me with something.
What?
Just follow me and I'll show you.
Go ask somebody else.
There's nobody else around here. Conscious, I mean.
Help me find my card first, and maybe I'll help you.
Your what?
It's a security card. I lost it in one of these dumpsters. It should say something like WTC2 on it.
All right. Need any help?
I've got this...
Okay, well we know there was a hole in the other dumpster, right? Maybe it was in the muck. I think you might be able to look at the muck now. Let's do this instead, actually, because I know we went to grab it before.
There was some kind of ID card in here.
Should we check the muck just in case again? There was a magazine by the dumpster.
Nothing. Still nothing. Something small and metallic popped out.
Oh.
Looks like a magazine of good ammo. I'll add it to the rest of my ammo stash.
Like, I vaguely remember bits and pieces of this game, so it's kind of like,
Excuse me, is this what you were looking for?
How did you find this?
It was in a gutter, almost went down the storm drain.
Thanks. I owe you one.
well, now can you help us with the favor, Rob?
Hi there.
You want something?
Can you do me a favor?
Well, I owe you one, so I guess I can. What is this again?
Just follow me. Hey.
What?
Go through that hole and search those boxes for me.
I've got boxes labeled PQ1, SQ2, LSL5, CRS-117, and MI2. What should I open?
MI2.
It's full of pegs, hooks, and dolls. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
That's probably not it. Can you try again? CRS-117.
There's some weird handheld device in here. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Well, I'd love to crawl through more holes for you, but...
Yeah, I know.
See you around?
All right, then.
Until then, I guess.
Wait. What's your name?
Sayuri.
Sayuri. Now to fix these lockpicks.
we fixing?
Got it. The lockpicks are fixed now.
Hmm.
Yes?
I need some information.
Who sent you?
Never mind.
Hang on, maybe we can know someone from the nether door. That says something on the note about the door in here.
This door will only open for apartment residents. Please use your residency card to verify your identity.
I can't talk with... It's not gonna... It must be a back entrance to this building. I can't read... It's just out of reach. I'm not going... I can't...
We need something else to give us a bit of a boost, maybe?
Not much in here.
Kane here.
How's it going up there?
Have you got that packet yet?
I'm working on it.
As soon as we know where Center 7 is, get out of there. I'm starting to suspect that they're onto who you really are.
Kane,
Yeah,
you think you could help me out with something?
go ahead.
I can't figure out a way to get into the Boryokuden's HQ.
Maybe try to make them assume that you're a friend.
How would I do that?
See if there's a way you can discover some of their members' names and use them as contacts.
Never mind. Never mind.
Well, we can see if they're still in the other building, right?
Everything has a beginning and an end. Life is just a cycle of starts and stops. There are ends we don't desire, but they're inevitable. We have to face them. It's what being human is all about.
Thanks for the advice. It'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Everything has... There are ends we don't desire, but they're inevitable. We have to face them.
Thanks for the advice.
Oh, it's closing the door.
There's nothing that... Sometimes I wish they would just shut off those things and stop mining once and for all. Then I remember we have to travel through space. The address says 3384 Hollister Drive.
This door will only open to verify your identity.
Looks like I'm not getting in that way. I can't talk.
So we're supposed to get the ladder somehow, but we need something to reach the ladder besides the crate, right? Oh, hang on. Ah. No?
Hey, buddy, wake up. Hey, buddy, wake up.
Just there we go. There's the window.
That window leads into the building. There's no way of opening it from the outside. Room 2E. Room 2. I have no reason to... I have no reason. I have no.
Okay.
I have no.
Ed will introduce Ed. Full name, Edward Wong Hao Pipilutivruski IV.
That's a long name.
Ed made up that name for Ed. Isn't it cool? Nice to meet you.
If you made it up, how can you be the fourth? I don't need to go in that apartment. I have no Locked. I have no reason to try and enter this apartment.
There's got to be a reason we can get into this building, right? Because otherwise why would we, you know...
A simple-minded citizen. I don't need to bother them. A simple-minded... Room 3. Locked. I have no I have no reason to try and enter this apartment. I have no I have no I have no reason to try and enter this apartment.
Guess this was floor 2 that we came in, right?
The screen is blank. I can't. Probably just goes into the. Locked, of course. I don't need to. The resident male. Somebody put a note here. If you are looking for withdrawal meds, come to the door behind the vendor.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
Are you here for the maid?
Maybe.
Here's what you want to do. Go to Hibiscus High Rise, room 2A. Knock on the door and ask for Susanna. She'll sell him to you for a hefty price. Take it or leave it.
Is that all?
Yes, now go away before the bored cuties see you here.
Okay. Maybe we can do something with that, I guess. Oh, these guys are already here.
So, is this the place?
Mm-hmm.
How long are we going to wait exactly?
Until the target comes?
If she's selling the cure, I don't think she'd come back now.
We'll just keep watching, alright?
Hmm.
Okay, but I don't know about this.
I think we gotta wait to see if they say a name, maybe, for themselves.
I am bored.
We should do something.
Hmm. Save just in case, though.
Better not get too close.
Hmm.
Why don't you just...
Just shut up, okay?
He must be guarding the apartment.
Let's shoot them, I
Okay.
don't know if you can. I think it might be a bad idea. Hmm.
Locked. Locked. I have no re-
Okay. I don't know what we're supposed to do then, really, other than... So it says about getting a name, but it's like, how do we get a name for them? Hmm.
Better not.
We stand and maybe listen to them for a bit.
There's nothing.
Hmm.
There's nothing that.
Oh, okay.
Ah, the smell. He was probably a murderer. His pockets are empty. Nothing on this guy. I can't reach in his jacket. His whole body is pressing down on it. I got his wallet.
Hmm.
Only thing that looks useful is his ID card. He's already turned over.
Oh.
Looks like a magazine of good ammo. I'll add it to the rest of my ammo stash.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to.
Okay.
His name was Winston Lucas.
Hmm. They probably know he's dead, to be fair. I think it's something to do with this place, though, to be fair. Let's try to talk to him.
What can you tell me about this apartment?
Not much. I think it was built before the war. That's
Is this
all
a
I know.
different guy?
Wasn't that a different receptionist here before?
Craig?
Yeah, sure.
He's out of town. I'm filling in for him.
Mm.
Do you know a person named Winston Lucas?
No. Why?
Never mind. Never mind.
Kane here.
Do you know a Winston Lucas?
Don't think so.
Never mind.
Hmm.
Never mind.
Maybe do you have to talk to the woman then? The other option, I think, really.
What do you want?
I want to join the Buddy Okuden.
Never heard of them.
But you're standing in front of their front door. Right. I need some information.
Who sent you?
Winston Lucas.
You got a name?
George Laverson.
Hand me your gun and you can go inside. First door on your left. Don't go anywhere else.
Who are you?
I'm an assassin.
You don't happen to know an Azriel Odin, do you?
What makes you say that?
We've got a bounty on his head. He's the guy who betrayed us all. Ratted out their guild, I heard. And now we can't do any hits anymore. He's been killing everybody.
I'm looking to find him now that you mention it.
What brings you here?
Information.
First door on your left.
Hey, geez, who's the doctor out here?
Clean.
You just gonna stand there? Who are you? I know everybody in this city, and I don't know you.
I'm a contract killer.
What do you want with us?
I need to know about Center 7.
Never heard of it.
I have a target going there, and I'm willing to pay.
If he goes to Center 7, he's as good as dead to anyone.
Why?
Don't you know what Center 7 is?
Nope.
It's where people go to die. Or rather, erased from this world once and for all.
What is it? A prison?
No, it's a rehab center, hidden from public view.
What? I thought they were discontinued after the war.
Well, they were, but in a vain attempt to control us, the Gemini government had them reestablished.
So they're still trying to recondition the criminals?
No, not anymore. It's mainly used as a role buyout prison. We use it to train people now to our advantage. Turn useless proles and street thugs into assassins or computer hackers. That sort of thing.
So how can I get there?
Why would you want to go there? It's like a mental facility. If your target's going there, he'll lose his mind, his identity, and be erased from this world and turned into a new person. That's even better than killing him.
My employer was quite specific.
So, what do you want? What do you want from me?
I told you. I need to know where Center 7 is and how I can get in.
I told you. I can't tell you where it is.
Why not?
Even if I did, you couldn't make it in there without getting detected. The security system is still run by the Gemini government, even though we give them the contracts. They'll blast you to pieces if you come close.
Whether I make it in or not is not up to you. If you have the file, I'll take it.
Look, a classified file on a government prison isn't very easy to come by, and we don't just hand them out to strangers.
So what do you want for it?
We have a problem. Business isn't good these days for the Boryo-Kuden. The economy here in Pittsburgh is down, business is faltering, and we have to worry about some ex-assassin called Azriel Odin mopping the floor with syndicates all around the galaxies. So, I'll make you a deal. You might have heard we misplaced a shipment of juice recently. We get one at the start of every month. This one has been stolen. And since we can't buy another one until we make a profit from the last one, we're kind of in a hole.
Go on.
If you can bring us the missing juice, you can have the file on Center 7.
Okay, do you have any leads?
I can give you the number of the smuggler who handled the operation. We already interrogated him, but nothing came up. Other than that, we don't have much to go on. The cargo was smuggled onto a transport from the major colonies, and it disappeared when it landed on Barracus about a week ago. Nobody knows where it is, but we suspect it's still on the planet and somebody has it. All of our leads have come up short, and we're enlisting any help we can get.
But what if it's destroyed?
Then you can't get the file. Simple as that.
How do I know you even have the file?
Here, go ahead and keep this tidbit free of charge. The smuggler's name is Kenneth. Don't bother looking him up. He's not a citizen here. And his number is 360-4053.
All right, I'll get back to you.
All right, then.
Here's your weapon.
You get all that?
They want the juice, we want the coordinates. Az, don't tell me you're gonna help them get back their drugs. You know what that stuff does to people.
Kane.
What?
You should know that I'm not going to do that by now.
Okay, Az. Anyway, I did some searching for Center 7. An old news document turned up some kind of escape attempt. Turns out there was a guy who managed to escape from that facility, and he landed in the city you're in. From what it looks like, they never caught him.
You think he's still around here?
I don't know, but it's worth taking a look. Anyway, I'll let you go. Over and out.
ID card accepted.
Okay.
Hello?
Kenneth?
What do you want from me?
I need to talk to you about a smuggling operation.
I won't talk about the juice.
Why won't you talk?
I told you everything I know. Now go away! Hello?
Kenneth?
What do you want from me?
I have a job for you.
What kind of job?
A pilot.
How much does it pay?
Enough to buy you transport here and back to Taurus. Is that a yes?
All right.
Where can I meet you?
Meet me at my place. Hibiscus High Rise, room 3E.
I'll be there soon.
Ah!
Room 3E. Locked.
You think I'm stupid?
Nope.
Hold on now.
I already told you people everything. You wouldn't stop.
Look.
I can't even hold a gun straight after what you did to me. I already told you I don't have it.
I'm not with the Body Okuden.
Then why are you here? I can't fly anybody anymore.
Why is your hand broken?
You people did this to me.
I told you, I'm not with the Body Okuden. I need to find the juice before they do.
What?
I can destroy it. Prevent them from getting another shipment.
What good would that do?
Somebody's gotta stand up to them. Can you help me?
I already told them everything. The shipment was on board when I jumped into Gemini. I checked the cargo when I docked at Barracus Station. It was there. But when I landed on the planet side, it was gone.
So what happened?
Somebody had to have stolen it while I was still on the station. The Body Okuden don't believe me, of course.
Are you sure that's the only way?
It was on the station when I got there. It disappeared when I left. There's no other way someone could have taken it when I went down into the planet.
Is there a way I can find out who was on that station?
I already did. I stole a security feed photo yesterday. It caught the only other ship leaving the station right before I did.
Why haven't you showed the Body Okuden this?
Why should I?
How much do you want for it?
Take it.
What?
You see what they did to me? I want revenge. If they don't get that shipment, then they're going down. If you're the one who can do that for me, then by all means, take it. Find out who was piloting that ship for me.
Why don't you want to do it?
I can't even fly a ship. I can't get any work now. I can't even operate the computer program to analyze it.
I take it you want something in return.
Just don't let them have the juice. They don't need it. Here. I'm going. Don't follow me. I'm getting off this planet once and for all.
Have a safe trip.
Don't make a move.
There he goes.
Alright, so I'll pick up this photo and then probably save it here for the day.
Some kind of digital photo. You can insert it in a terminal for more analysis.
Right, so what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to call it for today's stream. We will be carrying this on Thursday. Hopefully, as long as nothing props up, you know. But yeah, enjoying it so far, from what I remember of the game anyway. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream, and I shall be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.